The Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban, has secured a fourth consecutive landslide election victory.
Today, a room full of Republicans gave Hungary's authoritarian leader, Viktor Orban, a standing ovation for saying this.
Family ties shall be based on marriage or the relationship between parents and children. To sum up, the mother is a woman, the father is a man, and leave our kids alone. Full stop, end of discussion.
Hey there, let's talk about one of the most talked about politicians in the European Union, Viktor Orban. He's the Prime Minister of Hungary and is known for his controversial policies and statements that have raised eyebrows not only in his country, but also in the European Union. Hello everyone, welcome back to Edge Capitalism. In Edge Capitalism, we analyze how power and value is created in the world. If you like our content, share and subscribe to our channel. Are you ready? Let's get started. Viktor Orban's political career began in the 1980s, when he was a member of the anti-communist movement. He played a crucial role in Hungary's transition to democracy after the fall of the Soviet Union. Orban was first elected as Prime Minister in 1998 and served until 2002. He was re-elected in 2010 and has been in power ever since. Orban's politics can be described as conservative and nationalistic, and he's known for his strong stance against immigration. He has been criticized for his views on democracies, human rights, and the freedom of the press, with many accusing him of authoritarianism. Despite the criticism, Orban has managed to maintain a significant following in Hungary. He has been successful in portraying himself as a defender of Hungarian values and interests, and many see him as a strong leader who puts his country first. Prior to the adoption of the new constitution, Hungary had been operating under a communist-era constitution that was considered outdated and insufficient for protecting individual rights and freedoms. There were also concerns about the lack of checks and balances on the government's power, as well as the concentration of power in the hands of the ruling party, Fidesz. In response to these concerns, a new constitution was drafted and approved by the Hungarian parliament in April 2011. The new constitution, which came into effect on January 1, 2012, aimed to strengthen Hungary's democracy and protect individual rights and freedoms. One of the key features of the new constitution was the establishment of a constitutional court, which is responsible for reviewing the constitutionality of laws and government actions. This was seen as an important step towards ensuring the rule of law and preventing the abuse of power by the government. The second event is implementing measures to boost economic growth, such as cutting taxes and reducing bureaucracy. When Orban's government came to power in 2010, Hungary was facing significant economic challenges. The country was in the midst of a deep recession, and the public debt had risen to unsustainable levels. In response, the government implemented a range of economic policies designed to stimulate growth and reduce the deficit. One of the key measures taken by the government was to cut taxes, both for individuals and businesses. This was intended to encourage investment and stimulate economic activity. In particular, the government introduced a flat income tax rate of 16%, which was one of the lowest in the European Union at the time. They also reduced corporate tax rates, making Hungary more attractive to foreign investors. Another measure taken by the government was to reduce bureaucracy and simplify regulations. This was aimed at making it easier for businesses to operate and encouraging entrepreneurship. The government also introduced a number of programs to support small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, such as offering low-profit loans and providing training and mentoring. Since coming to power in 2010, Orban's government has been able to maintain political stability in Hungary. This is in contrast to some other countries in the region, such as Romania and Bulgaria, which have seen frequent changes in government and political turmoil in recent years. One factor contributing to Hungary's political stability is the dominance of Orban's Fidesz party. Since coming to power, Fidesz has won 3 consecutive elections with a comfortable majority, giving them a strong mandate to govern. Another factor is Orban's strong leadership style. He is known for his assertiveness and willingness to take decisive action, which has helped to maintain stability in times of crisis. For example, during the refugee crisis in 2015, Orban's government took a hardline stance against illegal immigration, which was popular with many Hungarians and helped to maintain social cohesion. In addition to political stability, Hungary has also enjoyed relative economic stability under Orban's leadership, despite the challenges posed by the global financial crisis and the subsequent Eurozone crisis. Hungary was able to weather the storm and avoid a full-blown economic meltdown. This was due in part to the government's proactive measures to stimulate economic growth as discussed. The fourth event is that Orban has been a vocal opponent of illegal immigration, which has resonated with many Hungarians and some European Union member states. Orban's government has been highly critical of the European Union's immigration policies, which they argue have failed to address the security and social challenges posed by illegal immigration. The government has taken a hardline stance on immigration, arguing that it is a threat to Hungary's national security and cultural identity. In 2015, when a large number of refugees and migrants began arriving in Europe, Hungary became one of the main entry points for those arriving from the Balkans. Orban's government responded by building a border fence along Hungary's southern border with Serbia, and later with Croatia, to stop the flow of illegal immigration. They also introduced tough new laws to criminalize illegal border crossings and expedite deportations. Orban's stand on immigration has been popular with many Hungarians, who see it as a way to protect their country's borders and preserve its cultural identity. It has also resonated with some other European Union member states, particularly those in Central and Eastern Europe, who share Hungary's concerns about the impact of immigration on their societies. However, Orban's views on immigration have been highly controversial within the European Union, with many accusing him of stoking xenophobia and intolerance. Some European Union leaders have also criticized Hungary's approach to immigration, arguing that it violates European Union law and undermines the principles of freedom and solidarity on which the Union is based. The fifth reason is that Orban promoted traditional Hungarian culture and values, which has helped to maintain a sense of national identity and pride. Since coming to power, Orban's government has made a concerted effort to promote Hungarian culture and values, which they see as integral to the country's national identity. They have introduced a range of policies aimed at preserving and promoting traditional Hungarian heritage, such as funding for cultural programs and support for local festivals and traditions. One example of this is the government's Hungaricum initiative, which aims to promote traditional Hungarian products, foods, and cultural practices. This has included designating certain traditional products, such as pelinka, a fruit brandy, as protected cultural heritage items. The government has also been active in promoting the Hungarian language and literature, with increased funding for Hungarian language education and support for local publishing houses. These efforts have been seen as positive by many Hungarians who see them as a way of preserving their national identity and cultural heritage. They have also helped to promote a sense of pride and unity among the Hungarian people. The sixth reason is that Orban has been successful in negotiating favorable deals with foreign investors, which has led to job creation and increased investment in Hungary. Since coming to power in 2010, Orban's government has made attracting foreign investments a top priority. They have taken steps to make Hungary more attractive to investors, such as cutting taxes, simplifying regulations, and improving infrastructure. One of the key successes of Orban's economic policies has been the attraction of foreign investment, particularly from Germany and other European countries. This has led to job creation and increased investment in sectors such as automotive manufacturing, information technology, and services. For example, in 2017, the German carmaker BMW announced that it would invest 1 billion euros in a new plant in Hungary, creating thousands of jobs. Other major international companies such as Audi, Mercedes-Benz, and Bosch have also invested heavily in Hungary in recent years. These investments have helped to boost Hungary's economy and create jobs, particularly in areas outside of Budapest. In 2019, the unemployment rate in Hungary was at its lowest level since the early 1990s, at around 3.5%. Also, Orban has advocated for greater regional cooperation within the European Union, particularly among Central and Eastern European countries. Since coming to power, Orban has been a strong advocate for closer cooperation among the countries of Central and Eastern Europe, particularly within the Visegrad Group, Hungary, Poland, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia. He has argued that greater regional cooperation is key to promoting economic growth and security in the region. One of the key initiatives supported by Orban has been the 3 Cs initiative, which aims to promote cooperation and investment among the countries of Central and Eastern Europe in the areas of energy, transportation, and digital infrastructure. The initiative, launched in 2015, has brought together 12 European Union member states from the region and has received support from the European Commission. Orban has also been a vocal advocate for European Union enlargement in the Western Balkans, arguing that bringing these countries into the European Union would help to promote stability and security in the region. Finally, Orban has been a strong advocate for European Union unity and has worked to promote the interests of the Visegrad Group, Hungary, Poland, Czech Republic and Slovakia within the European Union. Since coming to power, Orban has been a vocal supporter of the European Union, arguing that European Union membership is essential for promoting economic growth, stability, and security in Hungary and the wider region. He has also been a strong advocate for European Union unity, particularly in the face of challenges such as the Brexit vote and the refugee crisis. In addition, Orban has been a key figure in promoting the interests of the Visegrad Group within the European Union. The Visegrad Group, formed in 1991, is a regional alliance of 4 Central and Eastern European countries that have traditionally shared common cultural and historical ties. Orban has worked to promote greater cooperation and solidarity among the Visegrad countries, particularly in areas such as defense, energy, and migration. He has also been a vocal critic of what he sees as the European Union's overreaching authority, particularly with regards to immigration and other sensitive issues. One example of Orban's advocacy for the Visegrad Group was the group's opposition to the European Union's plan to impose mandatory quotas for the resettlement of refugees. Orban and other Visegrad leaders argued that this would undermine national sovereignty and security, and they successfully lobbied to have the quotas reduced. That is it for today. I hope you liked this video. For more updates on this topic, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Remember, capitalism is about creating value, not money. See you.